Hello, YouTube audience. Today is June the 11th, 2022, and I would like to work on some deciduous tree. This is late spring in Seattle, so it's a very good time to prune back a lot of the trees, and hopefully some of the tree will bud back after pruning. So this stone viburnum is very top heavy right now. All the energy goes to the top of the tree, and so the first thing I need to do is I need to cut back some of the strong top growth. So this branch is not designed as the leader, and it's growing very strong, so I'm just going to cut it back quite severely. Basically the whole thing, I'm going to cut it back. And this one is also not the leader, so I'm just going to cut it back to just one node, no leaves, and hope that it's going to grow back. Here, there is a dead stump here. I'm just going to remove entirely. This used to be the leader I want, but it died. So I'm just going to cut it back. The viburnum does have a dieback problem, but hopefully it's going to grow very fast, so it's not going to, hopefully it's not going to hurt too much. And now we've taken care of some of the problem branch. The tree could be two-sided. This could be the front, and this could also be the front. The other side this side look a little bit more opened, so yeah, so this side currently look more like the front to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back the one that I don't think it's the leader, so that would encourage bud back. When a branch is not the leader, I can cut it back to several pairs of leaves, and I'm going to wire the leader up, so it's going to assume the position of a leader. Okay, so I want to wire this branch up so that it takes the leader position, and the rest of it would be fine. So the leader I'm not going to cut, I'm just going to let it grow. This second branch I basically prune it with nothing left, so I'm just going to prune some of the old stuff off. If we look at the old stubs, they still have green in it, but I don't think it's going to ever bud back, so just going to cut it. So on this side, this top branch is the leader of this side, and that's the one that's not the leader. I'm going to cut back. And so this, at this stage, I think this is good enough. I will just let it grow from here. Some of the branch, they need to gain strength, and some of the branch, they need to grow longer as the leader. So this tree is done, and I'm going to get to the second tree. Deciduous trees in spring and summer are very easy to work with, so I'm not spending too much time on each of it. So today I may just work on two. So this is a Pacific flowering crabapple, and it's infested with rust. It looks like rust. The leaves has these spots in it, so I need to be careful. I would need to spray it with some rust is a fungus problem, so I need to spray it with fungicide. So I always do the 3-in-1 spray, be safe 3-in-1, and see if it could take care of it. So the leader is growing very strongly. Let's leave the leader at last. So there are some suckles I'm going to get rid of. Just going to prune it from the base. I'm not going to clean it too much with a concave cutter. I'm just going to prune it relatively flush, and if they keep suckling from the base, it's going to make a very gnarly base, so it's not a bad thing for my taste. And for these long shoots, I'm just going to cut back to outward facing leaves so that it's going to continue to develop. There are stumps I left before to prevent dieback. Now I can cut the stump back since the side branch has grown strongly. Okay, and that stump is done, and I'm going to cut the other stump here. I think the last time I only made 2 cuts, basically cut relatively tall tree back into relatively small Okay, now I just need to prune this side first. This one only have leaves very much out at the tip, so I need to prune it back to something smaller. There is a branch that's going backward, which I'm going to remove completely. And this branch that's growing very nicely, but I need to make a movement, so I'm going to prune it back to 2 pair of leaves so that we will have movements. And this side branch, I want to cut back to the first pair of leaves actually, so it's only making movement, but it's not making ramification. So there is a side branch here. This side branch is in a good place, but it's blocking the movement of the trunk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire it a little bit with pieces of scraps I have. Let's see. I have plenty of used wires which I can apply. So some of them I prune back, some of them I wire. So for the deciduous tree, I only wire relatively loosely. I don't really wire it very tight because it's going to cut in very fast. So I'm bending it downward. And because it's a lower branch and it's blocked, the light is blocked by top branches and normally just grow downward, which is normal. Then I'm just going to shorten it. Okay, now we can get to the top branches. There is a side branch here which is also in a good location, and the direction of the branch is also fine, so I don't have to care too much about it. I just need to care about the leading branch. It has a good curvature to it. Now I just need to decide where to cut. I'm going to cut it here with a stump, and then it's going to go on with this branch with the next movement. This small branch I also going to cut back to maybe 2 leaf butts, and that would be what I do for for this tree. For this tree, there is because there is rust on it. So after pruning it, I need to wipe it with some disinfecting wipes. Wipe the scissor so that it doesn't carry to the next tree I prune. For the rest of the tree, I would need to spray it with a fungicide. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I hope it still have a little bit. Hopefully. This Be Safe 3-in-1 almost gone. Don't have much left. I need to buy some new ones. So hopefully it's all over the leaves. I probably need to spray it several times. Once is not enough. Hopefully it's all over the plant. I probably should not touch the fungicide. It's not very good for people. But hopefully I will wash my hands after this. Okay, so this is done. It's very simple. Deciduous tree, you just need to cut it back to make the next movement. The rest of it, it's not difficult. So this is what I did for these two deciduous trees, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.